Alright, welcome back to another first look. Today, I've been asked to do Stella Sora. And I'm gonna do it. And this is actually kind of sad because I was just looking up a little bit about this. So, as of right now, the game's got a pretty bad rap. It's just recently released. A lot of people are saying it's pretty bad. Well, curiosity kills the cat. I'm here, I'm the cat, it's probably gonna kill me. But when I was looking it up, it's got a 3.3 out of 5 rating on Google Play, a 1.7 on Facebook. Not that I take that for much, but no, I mean, this thing's got a lot of negative press around it, and I'm actually curious, which is why this first look's gonna be quite interesting, because we know more going into it, so... and it's kind of interesting because Yoastar is actually a pretty, good developer from what I'm looking at. I mean, you're looking at Arknights and Azure Lane. Arknights was a great game, even though I'm not a fan of the, no English voice acting in it. It was a unique, take. So, and then Azure Lane's just too old for me to play. It is personally for me. It was an interesting concept, but it was just way too old to jump into. So yeah, we're gonna jump in today and see what is cooking here. So the rules will be still the same, and it seems like some of y'all don't understand what's going on here. I know the last one there with Chaos Zero Nightmare definitely wasn't as well received because you didn't think I gave the game a fair shot, but yet it also shows how stupid you are as the viewer who didn't actually end up watching the full thing, where I ended up basically saying, it's a pretty neat game. Overall, in what it's done, there's just a few things in there that make me not want to play it, but yet y'all think I was absolutely dissing on the game, which is weird, because that's not what I did. So, with these, you need to make sure you watch to the end, because that's where it all happens. And certain opinions don't go into this. This is also about just seeing what happens in the first 30 minutes. You can't find out what happens in the first 30 minutes. Actually, you can find out a lot about a game in the first 30 minutes, whether or not to play. You don't need to see the in-game content to know if you're going to be able to play or not. So... the legendary test of all legendary tests. Let's see here. What happens? So... yay, my name's not banned. And yes, that actually does matter. Alright, so settings, we're gonna go ahead and make sure we've got everything, on stun for you guys. We're gonna turn always do the 20, try to look like somewhere like this so that we have that. Now, it is not English voice acted, so that's already a negative for me, but I knew that going into it. I don't really worry about that too much. So, we're gonna press start and see what the first 30 minutes end up well, the first 20 minutes look like with a, with a 10-minute kind of look over of everything else in the game. So let's go ahead and start the timer and jump on in. Banners, get out of my way. So is this what, NPC thing? Choose your appearance. You want to use my name as Nightingale? Yes. Cool. Alright, so we're getting a hot fix is being scheduled for 8:30. Okay. Interesting perspective. Follow the butterfly. Lead me to your leader. So now, here's the thing. I don't know a ton about what people are upset about. So that's going to be the good news. But we're going to try to find out in the first 30 minutes what people are actually mad upset about. And why they say it's garbage. We will do our research. Okay, so auto-attacking by just... Oh, is that my attack radius? Main skill is ready. Click with the left mouse button or J to cast it. Okay. Now, I'm playing this on PC, obviously. So, playing this on a phone will probably play differently. I mean, visually, so far, I mean, here on the computer, it looks great. Like, really clean-looking anime game. Again, the biggest thing that's gonna affect me is now you gotta read, not look. And then you can't understand what the heck they're saying without actually having to look. Okay, so WASD reacts pretty well. Use right mouse button to dodge or K to dodge. Alright. Okay, there's a game I've played that has like a view of a playstyle like this where you're looking at the character like this. It's almost Diablo looking, but it's not Diablo. Because Diablo doesn't have auto attack. What the? Roguelite built into it right away? It's got the recommended thing, so let's go with that. If this was probably English, there's good chance you would probably keep my attention. But, let's see what else is cooking and why people are upset about it. Like, I can get past the Japanese thing. I mean, it's kind of like par for the course with anything that comes from the East at this point. Like, it's more of a rarity to see it in English than it is to see... Alright, press the support skill. Q. Alright, support up there. Okay, so what I noticed instantly with the characters is they're definitely leaning more to the cutesy side than the more, like, adult, deep-defined look. Okay. Again, we'll go with the recommended... So, I kind of dig the roguelite card aspect. If this is how every stage goes, that might get annoying, but we'll need to get into it a little bit more and see what's going on with that. Step into the light.
それを守ってる正解も強くなるね。でも近くには見当たらないし。
Poke it with a stick. Come on, let's go.
いくらなんでも大きすぎじゃ。来る。あやめの狙い事、ちゃんと恩恵の神様に届いたみたいだね。
Whoops. Red is not a DPS buff.
なら、これが最後の試練とか？考えてもみないわ。これだけ強そうな正解が箱を守ってるってことは、つまり中身にも期待ができる。二人とも絶対に勝つわよ。
Stand out of that. Alright. So the controls feel a little sluggish, like they're not quite as responsive as I would want, but that's baked into their movement speed.
私は平気。でももう次のねえ二人とも祈願箱？ああ、それはそうなんだけど。とにかくここは私と琥珀で食い止めるから。こんなに大きくて見た目も綺麗で。ごめんなさい二人とも。あやめ本気？援護は任せて。足止めは私だけで十分。いやでも正解の雰囲気さっきと変わってない？てかあやめもさ、箱を引っ張り出してどうするの？もちろんそのつもりよ。私たちの幸せな未来が詰まっているかもしれないんだから。
God, their voices are so annoying. Alright, so they don't even, This is, so, okay, let's be real. For Yostar in 2025, this is a little cheap to do. These should have moving mouths by this point in time. Like, let's be real. Like, looking at that, that's not acceptable at this time. Like, full expression, like, drop like that, it's okay, but you've got way more backing than that at this point. This isn't a brand new company trying to do it. So this is really lazy for a game company that has made a lot of money. Like, you've got two absolutely massive gacha games behind this. Like, at this point, we've got standards that have been in games for the last 5-6 years that need to be capped at this point. ここは私が。ねえ見て、箱がまさか見間違いでしょ。あんな願いで蓋が開いた。恩恵の神をお願いします。とてつもない金額で売れるし。これって人形？感触はあれ？でもこの顔前にっていうかあやめ？何してるの？ないって何が？新規よ。そもそも箱から人が出てくる時点。Grave robbers, way to go. なければ売るものがない。生活費がないならギルドを解散して仕事をしても準優者の経験しかない私たちがすんなりと仕事を見つけられるはずもなくて。もう終わりよ。Can you move forward? Like, I don't want to like full on skip because I am trying to like understand what the story is. 荒野には足を踏み入れてはならない。故に人々は都市にこもり静かに暮らしていた。一方準優者は言う。都市での生活に満足してはならない。彼女たちは都市を出ると
星の塔を登り神器を手にし都市に文明をもたらすものとなる。にもかかわらず準勇者は異端者と呼ばれた。しかし彼女たちにとってそれは重要ではない。なぜなら準勇者は他人に縛られないからだ。
Interesting.
都市が急速に発展する中で歴史は都合よくねじ曲げられ、最初の準勇者の名は廃れてしまった。けれども古の玉座の発見を機に
Open Sesame.
大きな変革の渦が人々を飲み込んでいく。
Alright. So we'll probably start skipping story at this point, just because we want to get through more of the game. So we're gonna go ahead and do full skip at this point.
私は琥珀。はじめまして。まだ見ぬ星の塔。
Alright. Alright, so there's a free recruit right away. So this is probably where you do your reroll.
初めての共闘でも心配はいらねえ。ウィンドアッシュはお前の味方だ。
はじめまして。白沢管理局の新。
Okay, so you got an artifact of some sort and the character.
はじめまして。アグリアに。
Alright, so now here is the question. Is it guaranteed? No. Okay, so it's not guaranteed. Okay, so they're using the Epic 7 version, where you can pull so many times, but then it goes, then you gotta do it again. That's not a terrible reroll system, giving you a limited amount but able to save them as you go. Definitely would benefit multi-boxing at that point. Okay, so we got another. Alright. So let's save that one since we got a, nope. Haven't seen Fake Out yet, so that doesn't seem to be a thing. Alright, not a bad, not a bad reroll. I mean, you're getting 3-star or 5 stars with not a ton of work. Doesn't look like we're getting any, we've already pulled her, so we'll leave it. They give you a warning, that's good. I respect that. We haven't gotten an artifact to be re-rolled, so... Bro, this chick does not want to leave me alone. Alright, we'll save that one because it's unique. Alright. Save that one. Now the question is can I delete a reroll? Let's find out. So we need to get one that's worth. Now watch me not get one. Because that's something else we would like to know. Okay, we got a character. Okay, so we have this. Can we save it? Okay, so yes, you can replace the save you have. So if we didn't want that, we could replace, and you could technically roll for a better version of it. Alright, so there, yep, it does it. And we'll go ahead and burn our last two. Do we get anything? We got one more, I think, on the final. So we're basically down to who do we want to pick? View results, does it tell you? Oh yeah, it does. So you can get to see in the final the 5 plus your last. So we ended up with 2 4-stars, a 5-star, 4-star, and a well, no, that's just a 5-star. 5-star, 4-star, 4-star, 5-star, 4-star, 5-star, 4-star, 4-star, 5-star, 4-star. I don't really know. We'll just take this one and go with it, because and roll with what we got. Cool. Let the nun bless us. Okay. Interesting gotcha mechanic there. It was cool we get that right away. So now the question is, no, we don't get to re-roll right away. Now we're gonna go ahead and let this go out to 30 minutes due to the fact they gave us the re-roll in the beginning, which is pretty acceptable for what I look at. Getting that out right away. Guided quest. Okay, this doesn't make sense. You give us the... Okay, there we go. Semi-esque chibi-ish units. A little weird. Auto-deploy. Auto-battle. How well does this do? Alright. Okay, so you can make it TLDR, or if you want to actually read it out, you get that. Auto battle doesn't do this. Okay. Okay, so auto battle is just for combat. It's not going to auto move you through it. Alright, event. Okay, so this could get annoying for some, but I think the roguelite idea is kind of neat. The auto combat is probably going to make it easier to... The auto battle will make it easier on those on mobile. Playing this on PC would be a lot easier to navigate. Okay, so you're earning score, which I'm assuming is going to end up being something interesting here in the end. Okay, so you get to buy a shop. Alright. The boss's domain. Get out of the red. Definitely not terrible if you want to just be able to Wazi, kind of like Vampire Survivors, in a way, where if you just want to, like, play around with one single hand, you can totally do that on PC. But you do get to make your own choices, which is cool. So the cage now links to 4 targets, skill damage increase. Alright. Always go crit, because we want stuff to crit. And you get a shop to buy some stuff. Okay. The slightly chibi-esque thing would kind of annoy me. Not a huge deal breaker, because I mean they're not like true chibi. So I mean I could look past that pretty easily. Monoliths. Spinets, elemental bonuses, okay. Harmony skills. Ascension. Okay. I want to see some of the other stuff. Still guided. We should be getting almost out of the guideds normally, because I mean, we're at 23 minutes. We should be getting close. Don't stand in red. It's not a damage boost. But you tell that to your healer that the red is a damage boost, and that'll really trigger him. Be like, hey, if the tank can stand in it, I can stand in it, right? It's totally how you get the maximum DPS numbers. As they proceed to, like, rage quit when you nearly get one shot. Okay. Okay, so are we now free of the tutorial? Nope, not yet. Okay, so you spend that. Alright, we should be out of... Stop guiding me! Okay, mail, so let's see what do we get here. We get recruitment tickets, first event supplies, claim all. Okay, we get a character, a disc, money. I'm sure some of this is summoning currency. Alright, let's see here. Achievements. Because normally that's pulls and stuff here. Yeah, I'm a veteran, alright. Heck yeah. And then this stuff normally has... Is this just... Okay, this is just information. Alright, so nothing's tied to that. Alright, missions. Let's go claim that, because in case there's anything there, which there's not. Level up. That normally... There we go. Pulls and stuff there. So let's take a look, because we got a few minutes left, and then we gotta wrap it up. Okay. Yep. Claimable tickets. More guided. Stop guiding me. Stop guiding me. Okay. So, there we go. Alright. So we have a standard currency, a premium currency. So let's look at the shop, because this is what's going to easily be able to tell us. So we got 8,500, 8,500. Depends on how that gets broken down. It's going to be interesting. Overall, pretty normal gacha stuff, but we want to go see how much does that cost, so we're going to go need to do some pulling. Permits, so exchanging for doing stuff. It looks like you get tickets, currencies, things to probably level up and skill up. Daily purchases, basically. Monthly purchases, newcomer stuff. Monetization doesn't seem terrible. Outfits. Do you get to see it actually on the character? So they got Decent Life 2D. It's got a 3D character as well. Oh, wait. Yep, there you go. You get to see the 3D version of it. Okay. The monthly sub, I mean, this seems pretty standard, 600 and that. Okay, $49 a month. That's, okay. So let's see here. Recruit, we want to see how much does it cost per multi. So let's see here. We've got different characters. We've got, higher chances for these discs. This requires a specific currency. More discs. Okay. Regular tickets. Alright. And then regular discs. So, there is a currency for discs. A currency for, so, let's see here. First recruitment, 10x grants a gold disc, 900x, 3 times usual. 120 to claim the unit. Alright, so let's see what our luck turns into. Gold, does it go rainbow? It goes rainbow. And we got the bunny girl, alright. So then we got some extra discs, and we get this gets converted into a currency. Okay. So wait, was it a guarantee to get the character? I'll have to actually go back and look at that. That would be interesting if they guarantee you it once. That would make it pretty free-to-play friendly then. The unfortunate thing is I don't know if we want to blow our currency for, let's see here, we got 4 tickets, 110. Yeah, you know what, let's do it. Let's see what happens. Let's see if what dupes end up showing up. Nothing. Banner gift, because we want to see the currency. And then we'll call this, so we'll be a little short. Or a little over on time. But we had the re-roll, which was not expected. Alright, now when we get a dupe, is it multiple characters or is it the actual girl? New characters. Okay, so you can pull others on here. Alright, so that's something to consider too. You aren't guaranteed to pull the banner unit. Alright, noted. And I'm sure if we went to recruit record, details... Yes, the other trekkers are down here. So you do have a ability to pull the standard pool plus the main character. So we lost the 50-50 on that one. I want to see how much it costs for one. Alright, and what do we get? Alright, we got another character. Cool. And last ticket, we're going to be a little short. So it's going to be 3,000 per... so it's 3,000 per pull. So we're just at it. Alright. And final one is a... new character or a dupe? Ah, okay. Alright. So we got a dupe. Okay, so banner system's a little expensive. 3,000 per is not the worst, but I mean the rates were pretty decent on it, so I'm not gonna complain with that. That was not terrible. Events. Vigor restores. Okay, is this limited? Limited currency I don't normally like. But that's acceptable. Long-term games do that. I've played many that do it. It's not my favorite. Discs are interesting, so these must be like stats that get added into it. Okay. So overall, the first 30 minutes of this is definitely a hook you type system, which is what you want. So we're gonna go ahead and stop that. So outside of it not being English, the gameplay itself is actually quite interesting for me. I'm not terribly upset with the roguelite aspect. I don't see where people are complaining about the game. I haven't seen that yet. I'm wondering if that's further into it. If they don't like the way it plays, maybe. This is a more unique thing. I haven't really seen a gacha game play like this. So this would be worth actually giving it like an hour or two, a few hours a day to take this and see what's up. Does it deserve the 3 rating? Now that's gonna come down to, you know, whether it be the bad story, is it bad mechanics, the cards. I can see where that's gonna get a little expensive, trying to pull for a character, pulling for cards, because like with Uma Musume, you have to consider the cards were more important than the hero, or than the Umas, and you know, this may be the same thing if, at some point. I don't really know from looking at it. They do look like they are important, but it's hard to say, is this more important than the character? Because, like, increases skill damage of Ventus Trekkers in a squad by 7.5%. If the main Trekker's HP is above 80%, any Venus Trekker deals skill damage, increases damage of hits by 8%. And then as it goes up, it increases here. This is interesting. I would be more interested in digging into it. It's a little too cutesy in some aspects for me, but I could look past it, because again, the character design is good, the graphic quality is good of it. You might end up seeing me play this on stream here in the next week or so, just to kind of figure out, because I don't really know. I don't see the hate yet. Maybe it's not there, maybe it's how the other stuff unlocks, but in the first 30 minutes, it's something that has engaged me enough to want to play it more. Will I burn out eventually because of not having the English voices and stuff like that? Probably. That's typically what happens with most of them. If it's not in English, I don't stick with it super, super long term. I mean, the longest one I really hung around with was 7 Deadly Sins for a year. And then after that, I just kind of got past it and we moved on to other things. But yeah, it's odd to see a Yo-Star game be so negatively received, so I want to do a little more research on digging into it. The overall opinion of it, for the monetization model, it's pretty much par for the course, especially with other Yo-Star games I've seen. It's not terrible in that aspect. The gameplay is unique enough that I would be interested in playing it a little bit more to find out more, because I'm sure as we get into that hour to that, really the hour to 4 hour mark, you really start seeing a lot more of what we're missing. The 50-50 thing in the gacha with the recruit, with the rates that I just saw, while not normal, honestly, it's not terrible. When looking at it, I've played worse that felt bad to pull on, just in general. Getting a guaranteed 4-star is good, but we got a lot of 5 stars out of So, I mean, as long as it feels generous for the thing, but then it's going to come down to when you drain out your currency, how is it? With, like, CZN, when you don't, you lose that hard 50-50, because normally those are set up to be a very deep, very deep expenditure. And if you can't get that currency, once all your, like, easygoing currencies are gone in the game, it makes it a lot harder. And I know that specifically from Weathering Waves, where as soon as I empty out that map, it's gone. So the same thing goes here, is once you do that, then those randoms showing up will start hurting that it isn't a character-specific banner, but you can look past it if you're getting the rates, because we did get a dupe in, what, 5-6 pulls? Yeah, 6 pulls, because I think that was 120. So that's not terrible. I'm not mad at it. So, you know, I am definitely going to mess with this again. It's not I'm throwing this completely away. My name's not banned, so that's worth something right there to continue on with. But will it be something I, like, hard main? Probably not. But we're going to mess with it because I do want to see where the hate is. So, yeah, that's it for Stella Sora. Not quite seeing where the hate is, but I'm going to be trying to dig that up. So, pop in and out of stream and see if we've gotten to it, if you guys have watched this. If you guys are giving it a shot, or wanting to give it a shot, I don't see why not. You kind of get to see what the gameplay is like. If that's not your style, then don't worry about it. It's not a game for you, and it's okay to miss out on stuff like that. You just had me because I kind of like the roguelite card system thing, so stuff like that interests me. So I'll dig into it a little bit more, and I'll give you guys, you know, a little bit more of an opinion later on. But as far as the first look, I don't see why you shouldn't try it. If it's not for you, cool, then delete it. It's 30 minutes, you get to get a pretty decent experience. You get to roll pretty quickly, so yeah, it doesn't take too long to get in and see what at least it's about. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for coming and watching this, the second first look. Next time, don't know what we're gonna do, but it may be something I've already played, or it may be another, new suggestion. You guys know what to do. If you have any suggestions, hit me up on Discord, YouTube comments, wherever you guys, want to leave me a suggestion on the next first look. And, as always, it'll be on Fridays, First Look Friday. And, if it is a new release, we'll try to do it on its release day, if it's something really popular that everybody wants to take a look at. So, yep, that's it for this first look. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one.